Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 6th of November and we are going to see all of the important questions along with some additional facts at the end. So pay your attention till the end, and to get PDF of all these videos, you can join us on Telegram by writing the channel's name Students Point. You can also follow us on Instagram by writing the username The Students Point. And if you are finding this video useful, then don't forget to like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive the notification of all the latest important videos and never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Now here is the question for the day. The question is, Luhri hydropower project will be constructed on. These are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer this question in the comment section. And lastly, I have seen that most of you who have commented have been able to recall the answer correctly, though I have asked a question of 20 days back, but still most of you were able to recall that answer. That is a good sign for you. Okay, so let's move ahead. The first question, Nurturing Neighborhoods Challenge has been launched by. So it has been launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So your B is the right answer. This Nurturing Neighborhoods Challenge is a 3-year initiative. It will support cities to develop pilot and scale solutions that enhance the quality of life of young children, their caregivers and families in the public realm. And this initiative will be available for all the smart cities and cities with population of more than 5 lakh and capitals of state and union territories. 2 more initiatives were launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, which were Data Maturity Assessment Framework and Online Training Program. This Data Maturity Assessment Framework will encourage cities to strengthen their data infrastructure and facilitate them in assessing their readiness and maturity on data, while this online training program has been launched for 100 city data officers for smart cities. Next question, Professor A.N. Bhaduri Memorial Lecture Award 2020 is presented to. So it has been presented to Dr. Sushant Kar. This award has been given to recognize his contributions towards defining the survival tactics of Leishmania donovani. This Leishmania donovani is a protozoan parasite that infects macrophages and a causative agent of visceral leishmaniasis, which is commonly called as Kala Azar, and this is a lethal infectious disease affecting millions worldwide. Next question, very important again. Hurricane Eta, recently in news, has been categorized on Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale in. So this Hurricane Eta has been categorized in category 4. So your B is the right answer. And this has hit recently the northeastern country Nicaragua. And the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale categorizes hurricanes into 5 categories from 1 to 5 based on their wind speed, and hurricanes that reach to the category of 3 or higher are classified as major hurricanes. And you can enroll yourself into our monthly current affairs test series. These are the subjects in which the questions are divided. We organize this test every month for current affairs, but we not only take questions from current affairs, but we link those topics of current affairs from statics portions as well. And these are the 3 plans. You can subscribe with either 2. The first plan is for 1 month, and the second plan is for 3 months, and the third plan is for 6 months. The link will be provided in the comment section at the top as well as in the description box of the video. Tap on the link and choose your plan and subscribe, and after subscription you have to send your confirmation at this email ID pointstudent2020@gmail.com. Also, if you are preparing for UPSC or state PCS examinations for next year 2021, then you can also enroll into our new batch. The batch has already begun and you can enroll by pressing on the link. I will provide that link in the comment section as well as in the description box of the video. Press there and subscribe as soon as possible. Many of the aspirants has already enrolled themselves and are studying with the course. Okay, let's move ahead. The fourth question. The enhanced version of Pinaka Mark 1 missile has a range of, so this has a range of 45 kilometers. So here B is the right answer. Recently, an enhanced version of Pinaka Mark 1 missile was successfully flight tested from Integrated Test Range in Chandipur off the coast of Odisha. This enhanced Pinaka 1 or Mark 1 will replace Pinaka Mark 1 missiles. Pinaka Mark 1 has a range of 38 km and its enhanced version has a range of 45 km. Some additional features are also added to it. And the Pinaka is a multi-barrel rocket launcher, and it is named after Shiva's bow, and it can fire a salvo of 12 rockets over a period of 44 seconds. And one battery of Pinaka system consists of 6 launch vehicles. See here, 6 launch vehicles are in one battery, 3 below and 3 above. Next question. Which became the first nation in the world to officially withdraw from Paris Climate Agreement? So it is US. US has initiated this step of withdrawal from Paris Climate Agreement way back in 2017 itself, but this has came into force on 4th of November 2020 now, and it was signed in 2016 itself. The agreement, or this Paris Agreement, has a goal to limit the global average rise in temperature above pre-industrial level to well below 2 degrees Celsius, and if possible limit the increase of temperature even up to 1.5 degrees Celsius. However, if US wishes to enroll or join into this Paris Agreement again, then it can enroll itself again. Next question now, but before that, let's see the question. It is the sixth question. The Supreme Court ruled that the computation of maintenance to estranged wife will include child care. So related to this, we will see the question. Consider the following statements. Supreme Court has recently said that if an estranged wife gave up her job to take care of children and the elderly of the family, then this will have to be taken into consideration by the family court while quantifying monthly interim maintenance payable to her by the husband. So this is correct. So earlier only the income of the husband was taken into account, but now even the sacrifice of estranged wife who has gave up her job for taking care of children and elderly parents will also be taken into consideration. And this is for the first time that Supreme Court has considered the sacrifices made by career women in taking care of children. So here both of these options are correct, so C is the right answer. Supreme Court has recently ruled that this would be an added component for enhancing the grant of interim compensation to her so that she could lead a life almost similar to what she was living to when all was well in the matrimonial home. And normally the court takes into account the husband's income and assets, but now this factor has also to be taken into account. Next question. Recently, which southern state has withdrawn its general consent given to CBI? So it is Kerala. Kerala has joined the list of other 4 states and it has become the 5th state to do so, to withdraw its general consent given to CBI. What is general consent? See, CBI is governed by Delhi Special Police Act, and that act mandates that state government must give, or it is required for the CBI to get the general consent from the state government to inquire into any cases related to state government employees. For more details of it, you can watch a video. We have already dealt in detail what is general consent, why CBI is required to receive this consent from state governments in a video, I think a week ago. So if you have not watched that video and wish to know in detail about this, then you can watch that video too. So now states which include Kerala, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh has withdrawn its general consent given to the CBI. And if you have found the video useful till now, do like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Next question. Which state of the USA has approved a new flag? So it is the state of Mississippi. So here D is the right answer. Mississippi is nicknamed as Magnolia State, which is a reference to the magnolia trees that grow there, and this flag will replace the old one that has been in use for 126 years. And Mississippi was the last state in the US to have a flag that featured the Confederate battle emblem. And here Mississippi is located. This question might be important considering the fact that the elections in US, presidential election in US is ongoing. Okay, now let's see some more points in news. Prasar Bharati has entered into a memorandum of agreement with Bhaskaracharya National Institute for Space Applications and Geoinformatics under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Under this MOU, 51 DTH education TV channels will be available as DD co-branded channels to all DD free dish viewers. Look at this child. Okay, next point. The Union Minister of State for Tourism and Culture, Sri Prahlad Singh Patel, inaugurated the Tourist Facilitation Center at Guruvayur in Kerala, and this was constructed under the Prasada scheme. What is this Prasada scheme? This is pilgrimage Rejuvenation and Spiritual Augmentation Drive, and this was launched in 2015. The aim of this scheme is developing infrastructure at tourist destinations. So I hope you find the video useful. Do like and do share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.